Hello everyone, I'm Jeff. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to do something a little different today. Some of you have asked me to present the guitars that I play in the videos. So today I am going to show you
my entire guitar collection.
Yeah! Also, if you stick till the end of the video, I will do a quick reveal of a couple of very exciting guitars that will appear on the channel later this year. Let's do this! The first guitar I'm gonna show you today is the guitar you've seen the most on the channel actually. It is my 1994 Jackson King V Pro Dave Mustaine signature model. This is a pretty rare guitar for those who know. It was only made for 2 years. It was made in Japan in 1994 and 1995 before it was discontinued. For the specs on this guitar, we have a 24 fret ebony fingerboard. It's a neck-through construction. And we've got a fixed Kaler bridge. For those who don't know, these are some pretty advanced bridges. They have some rollers here that prevent some friction on the strings. And yeah, you can set up the spacing of the strings, which is pretty uncommon on bridges. We have 2 volumes and 1 tone. In the bridge, we have a JB. And in the neck, we have a Bill Lawrence pickup. The reason why I wanted this guitar is because when I attended the first concert I ever went to in 1997, it was Megadeth in Paris. Dave was playing this guitar. When I saw that finish that I had never seen before, I was blown away. I was like, wow. I didn't think much about it afterwards, but yeah, it stayed with me. And eventually I looked for this guitar for 20 years, I think, before I got really lucky and I found someone who was selling one after messaging many people. Guitar number 2 is a Jackson USA Kelly KE1 Marty Friedman signature model. So this one is actually not mine. It was lent to me by a friend and a great talented guitar player from Taiwan named Davis Ho. You've seen this guitar quite a lot on the channel, so I thought I would include it to the collection even though it's not mine. It's a 24 fret ebony fingerboard with mother of pearl inlays. They are absolutely beautiful on this example. I don't know if you can really, if I can give it justice with those lights. It's not easy, but they're absolutely gorgeous. The Jackson logo too is a mother of pearl, and yeah, it's gorgeous. And what do we have at the back? Oh my god, it looks like someone signed it. So yeah, Davis actually met Marty and had him sign the guitar in 2 different spots, and then he put a clear coat over it. This is a 2004 Alexi Laiho model. Okay, so this one is very early on in the production, so it was not the signature model yet. See, there's no signature on the headstock. So this specific model is called the RV350AL. RV360AL, I believe, stands for Rhodes, like a Randy Rhodes V. Okay, 350 for 350,000 yen back then, and AL for Alexi Laiho, of course. This specific example was made at the famous Kiso custom shop in Japan, and it plays unbelievably well. That's why you've seen me play it so much on the channel. I play everything with it, like mainly solos, because it's such an easy and comfortable guitar to play. This is my ESP Eclipse II VBK for vintage black. It's a great playing guitar, very functional, very easy to play, and it sounds great. I think of all of my guitars, for mid-range stuff and clean sounds, this is the one that sounds the best. Talking about cutting through the mix, I would like to introduce to you the sponsor of today's video. Lalale is an incredible tool that allows you to separate individual instruments from a song. And now, with their new Andromeda technology, every stem sounds crystal clear compared to other stem splitters. With Lalale, separating instruments from a song is extremely easy. You just go to their website, Lalale, okay, so LALAL.ai, go to select files, and you import your song. So here I am going to import In My Darkest Hour. So you import the song, and then you have to wait. It's very quick, like maybe 30 seconds top, and you will have your separated stems. Okay, so let's take a listen to the drums, for example. So you see, thanks to their Andromeda feature, every instrument on the drums is crystal clear. You can clearly hear the hi-hat, the kick, and the snare separately. Now, let's take a listen to the bass. Awesome. For $10 per month, you can get unlimited minutes. Annually is even cheaper with a massive discount. So really, it's extremely affordable and very useful for musicians and producers like you and me. We have this ESP 400 series from 1987. Okay, so that's a very old guitar in a pretty good state for its age. So this is the model that Kirk Hammett used in the One music video. His was a natural finish and this one is like a cream finish, but it's pretty much the same guitar. He modded his guitar with a Floyd Rose and he changed all the hardware to black on his. Gibson Flying V from 1991. This one has a DiMarzio super distortion pickup in the bridge, so really high output, really crunchy, good crunches. I love this pickup, it sounds really good. And a classic 496 in the neck, which is also a great high output pickup. Just a quick fun backstory about that guitar. I bought this guitar in Taiwan, and the previous owner, who's Taiwanese, bought this guitar in a pretty funny way. He went on a honeymoon to Hawaii, and he was a bit tipsy at a live venue, and there was this band, and the guitar player was playing this guitar. He was coming from the US. Okay, so at the end of the show, the previous owner came to see the guitar player. He was tipsy and all, and he's like, "Can I buy your guitar?" And the guitar player actually said, "You know what? I'll come back tomorrow with the case and yeah, sure, you can buy it from me." So this is how this guitar made it to Taiwan. From the US to Hawaii to Taiwan and now here in my collection. Next up, we have this Gibson Les Paul from 2012. So this is a Goldtop tribute model. This one has a huge sentimental value for me because it was given to me by a childhood friend. The pickups in these are 500T in the bridge and a 496R in the neck, so very high output pickups, very suitable for hard rock and metal. I love this guitar. It's just a very simple Les Paul, dark back. I like this, the black paint at the back. Not as fancy as the standard version, but very playable, a little lighter. Yeah, I like this guitar a lot. Next up, we have the amazing Washburn 333 Dimebag Darrell signature guitar. Look at this finish, it's just wow. So this is my favorite finish on all of Dime's guitars. I mean, look at this thing, it's freaking gorgeous. I wanted to keep mine pretty much stock because these are vintage guitars that are getting rarer and harder to find. The Dime tax is real, if you know what I'm talking about. That bridge pickup was changed by the former owner. This is a custom-made pickup. That's a rail pickup, just like the Bill Lawrence, but it is not a Bill Lawrence, okay? It's got extremely high output levels, which is great for all those pinch harmonics and, you know, the great crunch that Dimebag was famous for. Now I'm gonna show you 3 different Explorer guitars. So let's start this with this GrassRoots GMX-48. So GrassRoots was a sub-brand of ESP that was created in the early 90s before LTD was even a thing. This particular early 90s one were made in Japan. Let's talk about the name of that model, GMX-48, okay? So GMX stands for GrassRoots, M for Metallica, and X for Explorer, okay? 48 for 48,000 yen, which was the retail price back then. These are pretty rare right now because obviously ESP cannot make this shape anymore and will not make this shape anymore even for custom shop instruments. It's just, it's not happening anymore. It's a bolt-on construction, but really, I mean, don't let this put you off because it feels great and it sounds good. So yeah, that neck is freaking awesome. It's it's great to play. Of course, it has nothing to do with like a high-end ESP, but it's a very decent guitar. So I would say if you want like a proper Metallica guitar, but you don't want to spend like, like $10,000, well, find a GMX-48. Next up is this Epiphone Explorer Reissue 84. This is one of the old batch. It's not like the new Epiphone that's out everywhere on the internet. I swapped the hardware on mine to chrome because I prefer the look of Hetfield's SOWAT Gibson Explorer. It originally came with black hardware, alright? It only has 2 knobs like the ESP layout, as opposed to the 3-knob layout that's on the newer Epiphone batch. The other difference is that logo is mother of pearl on the old batch, and on the new ones it's just like a kind of gold paint. Now, about the neck. It's pretty thick. It's not the most comfortable neck. I would say if you love Explorers and you like Metallica, try to find a GMX-48 because they're a lot more comfortable to play. Next up, we have this incredible ESP EXP model from 1998. So custom shop guitar, vintage instrument. Most of you probably know that ESP does not do any Explorer shape anymore because of intensified legal threats from Gibson. They completely stopped producing any kind of Explorer guitar in 2021. Since then, the prices for these guitars have gone stupid. There's no other word. A little backstory about this guitar. I bought this guitar about 2 years ago through an auction in Japan, which is pretty much the only way to get them right now at a less stupid price, I would say. Luckily, I was the only one who placed a bid on it. I had the help from a local Japanese friend who helped me place a bid on it because you need a Japanese account to be able to bid on these auctions. So that's not the MX model, that's the EXP model. There are two key differences, okay? It's a bolt-on neck, but don't let this fool you. I mean, this guitar is a work of art. The other difference is that it is a rosewood fingerboard, not an ebony fingerboard like the MX250. But since the rosewood is such good quality, it is so dark, it is so beautiful. It feels amazing. It is by far the best Explorer I have ever laid my hands on. It's a custom shop instrument. You have the ESP custom shop stamp at the back. And yeah, the ESP plaque here with the serial number. Mine came with the original hard case and the document. So that's the original build from 1998 from Big Boss, which is the official ESP retailer in Japan. Yeah, so pretty cool to have it with the document if you're gonna ever buy one. It'll cost you big bucks, but I think that ESP EXP is actually a way of maybe still finding one that's not gonna cost you, you know, like 10 or 15,000 bucks. Jackson Randy Rhodes RR4 Professional. I don't have it here with me in Taiwan, unfortunately. It is in France. This guitar was made in Japan in 1997. Of all of my guitars, this is the one that has the biggest sentimental value for me. I got it when I was 14 years old, after a little stay at the hospital because of a random kidney disease that I had when I was a kid. When I got out of the hospital, my parents took me to a music store in the north of Paris. I tried this guitar that was on the wall, and I remember vividly playing the riff from The Shortest Straw, which I played on the channel with this guitar. That's the reason why. We exited the store without the guitar, and then we were in the car driving home, and my dad suddenly U-turned. We got back to the store and he bought the guitar for me. That's the guitar that I got when I was 13 years old, my first real good guitar. This is the acoustic guitar that I use for all acoustic parts on the channel. That's a Martin Ellipse XC1T. It's quite a hard name to remember. I bought this guitar in LA at a Guitar Center store back in 2009. It's a great acoustic guitar. The action is super low on this thing, which makes it super playable, super comfortable. It's got a rich light board, and it came with a Fishman preamp, which are really great sounding, but unfortunately they needed breaking after like over 10 years of owning the guitar. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, you are a real
hardcore guitar fan.
So now let's check those two exciting guitars I was talking about at the beginning of the video. This guitar is a guitar that hasn't been featured on the channel yet. This is an early 1980s made in Japan Fernandez guitar. The model is called The Function. That's the guitar that Kirk Hammett used in the early days with Metallica. He changed that headstock to the Edna. Okay, so that's the name he gave to the guitar, Edna. So my project is actually to build a replica of Edna, which had a black body and a white pickguard. Hammett had the EMG single coil pickups on it and some black hardware too. So that's the project, okay? Last but not least, this incredible find that I just bought in Taiwan. It was located in the south of Taiwan. This is a year 2000 Washburn 333 in purple bolt. So that purple bolt finish was reserved for the Japanese market, and it's a very rare one. A quick backstory about that guitar. The seller actually knew Taps for All. He knows the channel. He contacted me through a short that I posted on Instagram. And at first, this guitar was at a good price, but still I was like, I don't think I'm going to buy it because, you know, it's still some money. And eventually he lowered the price, telling me I like the channel, so I would like you to play that guitar on the channel. And I still couldn't buy it because it was still a lot of money. And eventually he even lowered the price lower than that and delivered the guitar to me where I live. So, dude, thank you so much. You know who you are. You will see more of that awesome thing very soon on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it entertaining and you found some guitars that you love. Let me know in the comments which guitar is your favorite in this collection. Thank you so much for all the support. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you in the next video and keep rocking.